guys, it's your girl Jessica Lene here, and as you can tell, we're in my kitchen. Before we get started, I just want to say, if you subscribe, thank you so much for your likes and comments of the last video. And if it's your first time, welcome aboard. Leave your likes, your comments, subscribe if you like what you see and like what you hear. And like I said, we're in my kitchen. So today is Wednesday. We're going to be learning about Wellness Wednesday. And one of the things I'm going to be teaching you guys here today is some easy steps on how to make homemade hemp milk. Yes, I said it, homemade hemp milk. Just some easy steps. Before we get started, I by all means want to let everyone know there is no marijuana being contained in this product. And a lot of people may say, you know, how is that so? Well, hemp milk has a very low tolerance of THC that is found in marijuana to be a stimulant to getting people that high feeling. Now, the THC in marijuana is way higher. It's just like kind of like coffee, for example. Coffee, by all means, has a very high tolerance of caffeine, whereas decaf coffee has a low tolerance. So yes, it's still okay for women to drink the decaf coffee, and pregnant women that are carrying, and then women who are breastfeeding like myself. I think I kind of just said, but yeah, so it's okay for women that are breastfeeding and women that are pregnant, and it's also a good alternative for people who are lactose intolerant. I definitely recommend this over any other milk just because hemp milk has a lot of magnesium. It has omega-3, omega-6. It contains a lot of things that vitamins, minerals, a lot of things that other milks do have, but it actually has double the amount of minerals, vitamins, and things that are contained in it. So I definitely highly recommend this milk over any other milk. Cow's milk, I definitely don't recommend it. I don't even know why you guys are still drinking it. If you did your research, you will learn that a lot of things that are contained in that milk is actually one of the reasons why there is people who are lactose intolerant to milk. It's because it is not made for us, but that's a whole nother subject. It has a lot of blood, a pus, a lot of things that contain bacteria that's contained in the milk that they cannot remove from the milk, for if they did, it would just be no milk to give. So just want to say, you know, I definitely don't recommend that. But if you are still a person who likes cow's milk, to each his own, you know, not going to sit here and, you know, beat you up over it. But with that being said, let's get started. So you'll need you a blender. I have a NutriBullet RX, and then I just filled up my hemp milk in a 1/3 cup, and then I'm going to place it in my pitcher. I like to, before I put it in there first, I like to pour filtered water in there. The reason I sell filtered, not because it's fancy, it's just, I know I'm going to digest it. I'd rather have something filtered, digesting, than have nothing at all. So just going to pour it in here. I'm looking for my max line. I just made some, so I'm looking for my max line. And then you're going to go ahead and put that in there. So as you can see, I poured it in there, and then you're just going to put that in there, and you can see how it floats to the bottom, that's okay. And then you're going to get your salt. So I have Himalayan salt in here. I do not use the regular white salt. I use Himalayan salt. And the reason I like salt is because it actually alkalines the whole cabanzo in this pitcher here. And it actually, when you have salt, when you're using salt, it actually maintains the minerals that you have in your body, keeps it in there, and it allows you to store and use it instead of peeing it out. A lot of times people that don't have salt in their diet may urinate quite often. So just want to say, you know, salt helps with that. So I do 3. So I 1, 2, 3, you know, turn it, shake it. And then I'm going to use dates. So you just go ahead and open it up. Now, I do not use the nut that's in the dates. And I also want you guys to see that this date is a good date. You want to check your dates. You don't want to just open them up and throw them in there. This is a really good date. It's, you know, has a good solid color. So that's no mold or anything like that. So just definitely want to, you know, make sure that your dates are good to go. And then that's 2 right there. And then I put 3 in there. And the dates are used for just taste. You know, you don't want to have a blend, bitter kind of milk. So just add some taste to it. And these are actually good for children. This is actually a really good snack for children to have in the midday. It's actually healthy as well. And I think I have everything. And just like that, that's all the ingredients you need. And so then you place it into the blender. Lock it in there. And I like to blend twice, but because I use less hemp at this time, I'm just going to only blend once. But I'm going to show you a picture of, well, actually I'm going to show you a cup of the hemp that I have used that actually have more hemp in it. So I'm going to go ahead and blend it. It is blended, and if you can really see it, I'm not sure if you can, it's kind of separated. That's actually a good thing. Anytime you have a milk that is separated, is actually a good milk. Now, as you can tell, most cow's milk is solid. If you do have a solid milk, it's probably not a milk that you should be drinking. Your milk should separate. And when you do use it, you can always swirl it. That's why they always say shake, swirl, you know, something like that before using. But having your milk separate is good. And this right here, I'm just going to show you. This is a milk that's already been made. I don't know if you can kind of see it, but it has a foam. You know what? I'm going to show you with a spoon. It has a foam, and that is okay too. What I do is I just scoop that out, the foam that comes with it. And that's just from blending it. That's nothing like bad or good. It just comes from blending it. I scoop it out just because sometimes it can kind of cause digestive issues. But that's all you have to do to make hemp milk. Now, I'm going to say for all the mothers who are wanting or are wondering if they can give it to their baby, yes, I've been giving it to my child for about 6 months now, and I alternate it with breast milk, and it actually is been working for me. No issues, no problems, nothing really ever. I mean, he's rarely ever sick. He's always strong and healthy as an ox. And it's just been something that we've been incorporating. I wish I knew about this before when I had my first child, but you know, you live and you learn. But one of the things I did do that I did not place in this video that I'm just going to let those parents that do want to use this with their kid, definitely strain it. So after you make the milk, what you'll do is put a strainer on there, like a cloth, strainer cloth. And what you'll do is you will pour the milk into another cup, and the straining stuff will like gather and it will catch inside there. That way, to prevent, you know, the child getting any, you know, any grit or any residue that's left from that didn't get blended into the blender. So that way when you feed them their bottle or you put in the sippy cup, it'll get through those little holes. And that's only the reason why. I mean, other than that, you can drink this milk. This milk usually approximately lasts about a week to 2 weeks, going on to the second week. After that, I would kind of discard it if you haven't drunk it already, just because it's not really meant to be sitting on the shelf if it's homemade like this. But you can find this hemp milk. You can find a carton, or you can find actual hemp seeds at an organic market or a market that sells things of that nature, or a vegan store of some sort. But by all means, everything else that you see here, you can find at your local grocery store. So, you know, like I always say, if you can read it and it's that simple like that, then it's definitely good to go. But I hope that you guys found this helpful, and I hope that this works for you guys. And with that being said, until next time, guys, thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.